Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second official UAW, Universal Association of Wrestling show. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the brackets. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Clad Quasar, and I am your host this evening for this second event with the UAW. And at my side, as always, is the Roadhog. And Roadhog, tonight, we finally get into the championship brackets that we've been talking about.
I can't wait.
We're going to be running them simultaneously, so we've got our Universal Heavyweight Championship as well as the Universal Tag Team Championship. Also later tonight, folks, just so you know, we're going to have a major announcement, but we're going to get to that in due time.
Folks, Mr. UAW Bob's in for a world of hurt tonight as he gets systematically dismantled by Downtown Max.
And from there, we move into tag team action with Blade and Viper of the Berserkers taking on Condor and Falcon Crazy Legs, the Crazy Legs brothers.
Handyman will finally be put out of his misery by the man from the Bermuda Triangle as Captain Slaughter will easily advance in round 2.
After that, we're going back into tag team action with Thrasher and Greaser of the Ravagers taking on Peaches and Cream, the Exterminators.
The Shadows brings a recapture in his championship glory, officially get beat into the dirt tonight by my man, the Golden Devastator.
From there, Sledge and Jackhammer take on Gino and Bubba of Bad Company.
Too bad it's not a battle royal because Mighty Mike Mason gets sent home with empty pockets as he suffers at the hands of the Bloody Bone.
And the Untouchables, Ace and Contractor, along with their manager, the Godfather, face off against the hardest working wrestlers in this organization, Timothy and David Storms, the Smoth Operators. And finally tonight, fans, we wrap this match up with another specialty match. And Roadhog, I'm very excited. It's going to be with our Lady Titans, and it's going to be our first Braun Panty match, Roadhog.
I'm excited about that.
Little Stormy taking on the Big Purple Plum, Bermuda. Adding an extra twist of fate to this match will be the fact that we have made it into a table match. And Bermuda, your favorite performer in the UAW, Roadhog, so I know that you're excited to see her in action, and I can't wait to see what she's got.
Me too, brother, me too.
So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick off the UAW Universal Heavyweight Championship brackets. All right, Roadhog, here we go with the opening salvo of the Universal Heavyweight Championship brackets.
There's my man.
There's your man who's going to end up in the hospital. That's Downtown Max, ladies and gentlemen, and Downtown Max is not the wrestler. He is a manager. He's growing his stable quite well, actually, so far. He's in negotiations with the Golden Devastator and Paul Victory, possibly the Dark Militia. He's already got Buzzsaw in his stable, so he is, as managers go in the UAW, he's the one that's building a stable. The other two managers, Dr. Destruction and Godfather, they have their teams, and that's it.
I think the man knows what he's doing, brother.
Downtown Max is out to rule the world, apparently, and he thinks he can get in the ring. Look at the face of Downtown Max as this fan, the fans in this arena tonight do not approve.
That's their boss.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match will proceed to round 2 of the Universal Heavyweight brackets. I gotta tell you, I'm excited, Roadhog. I'm glad that we're finally here.
And his opponent from Pittsburgh.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. UAW Bob. And Bob is making his way to the ring. Downtown Max, he's going to have a tendency, I'm sure, to underestimate Bob. But Bob, very strong individual. I mean, he could easily press Downtown Max over his head and drop him onto the mat, Roadhog. And I really believe, I don't know that it'll be this match, but Downtown Max, he's cruising for a bruising, Roadhog. He needs to give up on this wrestling stuff.
I think you underestimate Downtown Max, my friend.
And why's that?
He's highly skilled.
At what? Being a doofus?
He's a legend in his own right.
He probably won't even take off his bathrobe for this match, Roadhog. Kind of makes me wonder if he's naked under there. I hope not. Ugh, that's a terrible thought.
Come on, Bob, you're wasting time.
Just a quick reminder, fans, we have that major announcement coming up later tonight in the show. We're going to get to that. It's going to be a little bit unceremonious, but those that are involved in it aren't really into the parade of it all. They're humble. So it's going to be an interesting announcement, a huge announcement for the Universal Association of Wrestling. And Roadhog, I can't wait to share that with the fans.
Right, sounds good.
Coming up tonight, we also have several bracket matches for the Universal Tag match as well as Roadhog. And I'm very excited about this. Our main event tonight is going to be with our Diva. Well, not Diva. That's a WWE thing. We don't want to do what the WWE does because, you know.
Right.
Speaking of which, I want to talk a little bit about last episode when we did our Royal Rumble. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Real quick, the main event tonight, bra and panties match between our Lady Titans, and then just for a little bit of extra spice, they're throwing it in there as a table match, meaning that the first person to go through the table will be the winner, or the loser, excuse me. Bob cinching up Downtown Max and bringing him down to the mat. Downtown Max going to the eyes. Honestly, that was probably pretty smart, Roadhog.
It was.
Bob coming back immediately, though, and delivering a European uppercut, playing to the fans, daring Downtown Max to stand back up. What kind of loafers are those? Are those penny loafers, Roadhog?
Beats me. Bob wasted a lot of time there.
Bob dropping a vicious elbow onto the chest of Downtown Max. Downtown Max in a lot of trouble, as I would have expected him to be, Roadhog. He's simply not a wrestler. Goes for the eyes, though, and he buys himself a moment. Perhaps he can get something going for himself here. Too bad for Downtown Max. This isn't an Extreme Rules match. He might actually have a chance. Just grab a hammer and start hitting Bob over the head when he's not looking, kind of thing. If he even had the strength to pick it up. So the ratings are in for our last show, our event takeover, if you will, the Royal Rumble last week when we were double booked with Vince McMahon's WWE. Roadhog, I got to tell you, the very next WWE event there was after that, nobody watched. And people were calling their cable company asking where we were. Looks like Bob's going for the cover. And that's it. Bob will advance into round 2. By the way, Roadhog, Bob's also going to be part of the tag brackets. Him and Handyman are hooking up for make a run for that tag title. It'll be something if one of the two of them won this and then they're holding all the titles.
That would be fun.
Mr. UAW
Winner of this match,
coming out on top and will advance to round 2.
Mr. UAW, Bob!
Boy, I tell you what, Roadhog, Mr. UAW Bob all over Downtown Max in that match. And I keep saying Downtown Max really needs to rethink his choices in life. He's not a wrestler, he's a manager, and the man is going to get himself hurt. I'm really concerned about that.
He may have to reassess the situation, yeah.
So anyway, Mr. UAW Bob has overcome Downtown Max, and he will be advancing to the second round of the Universal Heavyweight Championship brackets. So we're going to move on with our next match after this word from our commercial sponsor.
Destiny. She's a hard bitch to tame. My destiny is to kill Satan and take over as ruler of hell. There is only one way to do this.
I'm standing at the scene of what can only be described as total carnage. Around 8 o'clock last night, this family was brutally attacked.
Do you go by Will or William?
Who is this?
I am the Viper.
You can't save the world, Will.
No, this is my job, Gloria. I have to end this.
Stop blaming yourself, Will.
I can't.
You will not be able to stop me.
We need to get forensics in there on that room. A lot of terrible things happen back there.
You will not see me until a time of my choosing.
Time is one luxury we don't have here.
I will throw Satan to the walls and take his kingdom from him.
We've had nearly 10 deaths and 2 missing persons in the last 40 hours.
You will know in that moment.
We can handle this, Will.
The feds disagree.
That your time is up.
See, in hell, no one can hear you when you scream.
And I claim my throne.
It is time to fulfill my destiny. Come with me into hell.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and now we're going to kick off our tag team brackets here in the UAW with the following match. Let's go ahead and go down to ringside, Roadhog. All right, Roadhog. This is going to be the first match in round one of the Universal Tag Team Championship belts, and it will be Blade and Viper that open it up for us. I think these two have an excellent chance of doing quite well in the brackets. They are tough as nails, big, strong men.
Wait till we see their opponent.
And Viper and Blade trying to win the approval of the audience. Berserker's not necessarily a fan favorite, but Roadhog, I got to tell you, I think it's kind of an Axeman situation. They don't need to be fan favorites. They're just tough.
From San Diego,
and now, ladies and gentlemen, Condor and Falcon Crazy Legs, the Crazy Legs brothers.
Oh boy.
They're going to be the opponents of Blade and Viper the Berserkers. Roadhog, you should expect to see a lot of high-flying maneuvers on the part of the Crazy Legs brothers. They have been around for quite a while. Very skilled tacticians in that ring, and I can't wait to see how this match unfolds. This should be a great match. Condor and his younger brother now in the ring, going through the ropes to appeal to the fans, and the fans, they love Condor and his brother Falcon. Condor, one of the original members of the Universal Association of Wrestling back in 1986 when it first was launched. He started off with somewhere between 6 and 10 wrestlers back then, Roadhog. Wow. I was speaking a moment ago about the last event where we did the show takeover of Vince McMahon's Royal Rumble, and his very next event reports were that people were asking where we were. They didn't want to see what he had going on. But Roadhog, I tell you what, Vince McMahon and his WWE have lost their roots. I mean, at one time they were quite the show, and they had some characters kind of like we have now, but these days all they do is just put, all you have to be, if you want to be a superstar in wrestling, I guess, is have a first and last name, a pair of underwear and boots. If you want to be a Titan, there's only one place to do that, and that's in the UAW.
Well, I think the people have spoken, Quasar.
Viper going to work now on Condor. European uppercut, and Condor is rattled his marbles a little bit, it looks like, Roadhog. Right. Who do you think's going to take this match?
The Berserkers.
If it comes down to size, power, and just breaking their opponent in half, I have to agree with you, Roadhog, but if it comes down to technical wrestling, I don't think the Berserkers are quite up to snuff with the Crazy Legs brothers in that respect. But so far, the Berserkers have been dominating this match. Condor attempting to make a little bit of a comeback. And he makes the tag, and Falcon's going to come in. It looks like they're setting up for a double team here, Roadhog. Well, how about that? I don't care how big you are. That's the equalizer right there, Roadhog.
But he's back up. Taking it to him.
Like I said, Blade and Viper, very tough individuals. The Crazy Legs brothers are going to have to reach deep into their arsenal of high-flying technical wrestling moves if they're going to get around this onslaught. If they try to face the Berserkers head-on, as they have been doing so far in this match, Roadhog, they're not going to win. And then at that point, we just have to hope they don't get hurt.
Can't make any promises.
Falcon Crazy Legs going for a sleeper hold. Or excuse me, a full Nelson. Going to work on that arm. I'll tell you what, if he can do some damage to that arm, the massive amounts of power that Viper have, they're going to be neutered, Roadhog. Obviously, so far, that's not a problem for Berserker Viper, though. No, we've gotten a lot of Roadhog, I gotta tell you, the people. It's almost like they've been waiting all these years for us to come back. I mean, people are very excited about the return of the UAW. And I gotta tell you, it's an incredible honor to be standing at the middle of this phenomenon, this worldwide and even possibly universal, if you will, pun intended, phenomenon known as the Universal Association of Wrestling, UAW. I'm so happy and blessed to be here, and I'm glad that you're at my side, Roadhog. I really enjoyed working with you on More Man Enough, and yeah, I think that UAW President Charles Wordsworth, he is the one that put us together, and I'm not only grateful for that, but flattered, and I think Charles would tell you he made the right call.
Well, I appreciate that, Quasar. You know, the UAW's got a whole lot of talent.
Whereas Vince McMahon's WWE has a whole lot of guys in underwear and boots, right?
Right.
As a matter of fact, it's kind of funny. Charles was talking to me earlier today. Vince McMahon actually wants to do some cross-promoting with us and put up some of his superstars, if you will, against our Titans. And so that's being considered right now, some cross-promotional stuff, Roadhog. We'll see how it goes. I guess Roadhog, that Vince McMahon, his tail just wasn't tucked between his legs far enough. He wants another piece of the UAW. You would think the man would remember back in the day, every time we were on the air, people tuned out of his show. And I think it's going to be that way again, especially now, because back then it was WWF and they were doing some really cool stuff like we do, but then and we were still stomping them, Roadhog. But these days, forget it.
Yeah, he's definitely lost his touch.
Big time lost his touch. Now the Crazy Legs brothers going for an assisted cross body, and I'm actually surprised he didn't hold off for the pin there, but that's okay. Viper been in that ring far too long, though, Roadhog. Has he even tagged yet at this moment?
Nope.
In this match? Blade hasn't even come in, has he?
Nope.
Okay, Condor, Irish whip across the ring, and it looks like finally Viper is tagged out to Blade. Blade got plenty of fuel to burn as he comes into the ring, and they go for a massive double team against Condor, who is on the mat, looking up at the ceiling. Blade with a powerful DDT. I'm not sure how much more Condor has left, but he looks, I mean, he's holding his head, but he looks frustrated.
Now we're outside the ring.
Not a good part of town for Condor if he's got a hurt head to be out there. Looks like the Crazy Legs brothers now double teaming, going to work on Blade outside that ring. Where is Viper? Nowhere to be seen. Why isn't he helping his partner, Roadhog? Blade taking a beating on the outside of the ring, being smashed repeatedly into the pole. Condor, Crazy Legs taking it right to Blade. It looks like he's going for the cover.
And a kick out.
Blade kicking out on two. Blade probably a little bit surprised about how this has gone. He stepped into the ring with a weakened opponent, and all of a sudden he's finding himself on the run, Roadhog. Setting up Condor in the corner, tying him upside down. And what's he going to do? Miss! That's what he's going to do. Condor rolling out of the way, but still holding that head. Taking Blade down to the mat.
That'd be a smarty tag right now.
There he goes. There's your tag, Roadhog. And in comes Falcon. Missing with a diving elbow. Viper coming back into the ring now. Oh, nope. Blade changed his mind. Berserker's doing a great job of cutting that ring in half now as Falcon is helpless in their corner, now being whipped across the ring, and a devastating, destructive double team on the part of the Berserkers. Viper now picking back up Falcon, taking him down again, and twisting that leg. I'll tell you, that's one way to take the Falcon and Condor Crazy Legs' ability to do all that high flying stuff off the table is to take those legs out, Roadhog.
Smart move.
Viper definitely focusing on that leg, though. Reverse atomic drop by Falcon Crazy Legs as he attempts to make a comeback here and get a little bit of steam going for himself. Viper brings that to an end, though. Now they're just exchanging blows. This is not what Falcon wants to be doing with the Berserkers, Roadhog.
And a tag.
Berserkers preparing for another double team move. What are they going to do here? Oh my God, it looks like Falcon for the ride!
This is it.
If he goes for the pin, it probably is Roadhog. Blade not going for that pin, though. Running across the ring and a diving mule kick into the side of the head of Falcon Crazy Legs. I think at this point they're just torturing that young man, Roadhog.
Here we go.
All right, Blade now finally going for the cover, but the ref was distracted. No, one count. Falcon's actually in a lot better shape than I thought if he did that after a 1 count, but holding his head too. Condor coming into the ring to assist, but wasn't needed.
Wow!
And a power slam by Blade. That is it, Roadhog. Viper coming into the ring now. All he's got to do is hook that leg and pin him, and it's over. Viper electing instead to inflict further damage, though. I guess they want to be sure if they win the Universal Tag Team titles that the Crazy Legs brothers know the deal. Know that they are not ever going to be able to defeat the Berserkers. I think that's the message the Berserkers are trying to send to the Crazy Legs brothers now.
And they're both hurt.
Falcon and his brother Condor with a double suplex there. Dropping Viper on the back of his head there. Viper a little slow to get up. He's definitely in better shape than either of the Crazy Legs brothers, but he has still been in there, and it has been a slog fest up to this point. Now the Berserkers, looks like they're setting him up again to do that move from earlier that they did on Falcon, and now Condor for the ride.
Should have went for the pin right there.
Like I said, I think the Berserkers are just trying to send a message here, Roadhog.
Right.
Because you and I both know, here we go, watch. 1, 2, 3, right here. Yeah, the Crazy Legs brothers,
yes,
they were definitely finished with the Berserkers sending a message to every other UAW tag team in this federation. Their time is here, I think. That's what they're trying to say. We saw them both perform pretty well in the Royal Rumble last episode. Blade really beat the superstar in that, eliminating, I think, 6 fights.
What a team.
So the Berserkers will advance to round 2 of the Universal Tag Title brackets. Final moments of the match, yeah, it's Berserkers definitely made a mistake going on. I gotta get it. So Blade and Viper, ladies and gentlemen, the Berserkers winning their match and will be advancing to round 2.
Viper, the Berserkers.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with our next match after this word from our commercial sponsor.
I gotta tell you folks, in my 20 years of calling this sport, in one form or another, I have never in my life, well, this guy is the real deal. You can see it in his eyes. He is ready for this fight. He has, where is this coming from? Why is Mark taking everything that is being out of the
Following contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Seattle, Washington.
All right, Roadhog, here is the next match.
Oh boy.
the
Here
next
is
match in our
Handyman.
championship brackets from round 1 for the Universal Heavyweight title, and that is Handyman.
The retard rage.
Handyman definitely not all there upstairs, but he's a very positive and fun-loving person. Loves eggs, loves rocks, always talking about Jesus, his friend, his best friend, he says. Interesting, I thought. But
The man lives in a world of his own, don't he?
Into the
I would not want to be in the ring with this man coming.
weighing in at
well, you're not kidding with that, Roadhog. This man is an absolute destroyer of men.
Captain Slaughter.
So mysterious.
Never have I seen his face, ever. I almost feel sometimes like we are looking at his face. That is his face.
Could be the face of death.
There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing there, Roadhog. It's not. I don't. As far as I have been able to tell, it's not a mask. Now I could be wrong, but I try to stay away from Captain Slaughter if I can help it. I don't like to be within 1,000 feet of the man. I'm far too close right now, but luckily you're up here with me, so I'll just hide behind you, Roadhog.
Well, Handyman definitely's got his work cut out for him.
Handyman is in a lot of danger right now, Roadhog. I mean, you know, even with the retard rage, it doesn't matter that he doesn't feel the pain, Roadhog. He still must function. He can't function whether he feels it or not. He's done. And in some ways, Handyman's in a lot more danger because he can't feel anything pain-wise. He won't know if he's hurt. He'll try to stand up and find out that his legs broke or something. And here they go. Handyman jumping right in.
Didn't see that one coming.
Handyman going right to work on Captain Slaughter, but Captain Slaughter now turning it around and dropping Handyman into the top of his head. Handyman missing a few teeth already. Probably another one just got knocked out. And Captain Slaughter doing what Captain Slaughter does. Slaughtering. Nope. Handyman making a little bit of a turnaround here. Going to work on the lower back of Captain Slaughter and then cinching him up for a hip toss.
Where does he get that power?
Captain Slaughter well over 300 pounds, and Handyman just flipped him over his body like he was nothing. And now going to work on that blank face of Captain Slaughter, but Captain Slaughter dropping an elbow into that leg to thank him. Now tying up as Captain Slaughter, yes, he's dropping Handyman on the back of his head. Misses with the drop elbow, though. And then Handyman missed with his kick. I'm actually surprised this one isn't already over, Roadhog. Handyman now with a series of arm twists, taking Captain Slaughter to the ground. Captain Slaughter now, bear hug. This is probably it right here. Well, no, I can't really say that. This is Handyman we're talking about. And he does a beautiful reversal. He misses with an elbow. Captain Slaughter back to his feet. Series of chops. But Handyman once again. Boy, Handyman, I tell you what, Roadhog, he's come here to win tonight. You've got to admire his spirit.
Yeah, he's got some wind in his sails, that's for sure.
Captain Slaughter now in the corner, in a lot of trouble. Not a position you very often see Captain Slaughter in. Captain Slaughter now mounting a comeback. Oh my God, brutal move, Roadhog. Handyman going back to work on that arm, though. He seems to be targeting that arm of Captain Slaughter, trying to cancel out his power, I guess, Roadhog. Right. Handyman faring actually fairly well against this killer Captain Slaughter. I wasn't expecting this at all. I mean, I'm actually kind of impressed with him. Handyman, this is one of his official first matches in the UAW. And he's up against one of the most dangerous men that's ever stepped into a Universal Association wrestling ring, and that would be Captain Slaughter. And look at him go. Captain Slaughter bringing a no.
And they had a standoff there for a minute.
Is this that retard rage we hear about, Roadhog?
Oh my.
Captain Slaughter subjected to a pile driver and Handyman taunting him. Now Handyman for the ride with the back suplex, and Captain Slaughter going back to work on him. Now's the time where he wants to disassemble Handyman. Handyman taking out that leg now. This is absolutely unbelievable, Roadhog. I did not expect to see this match going this way.
Neither did I, Quasar.
Captain Slaughter on the run, ladies and gentlemen. I am blown away here. Holy God!
Oh boy.
Handyman lifting and slamming the 300-pound Captain Slaughter. Captain Slaughter with a shot to the lower back, though, and then driving Handyman's face into the mat. Twice now. Apparently, Captain Slaughter has just realized he's got to hurt this man bad to bring him to a stop. Handyman just won't stop coming, Roadhog. Beautiful move.
Signature move.
And wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I am stunned right now. I am absolutely floored. Handyman, he is really taking it to Captain Slaughter, who gets to the ropes to break up the move, the hold, and he's back down again. This is unreal. This is, wow. I am almost speechless, Roadhog, and you know me very well. I'm almost never speechless.
Can't say I've ever seen anybody taking Captain Slaughter like this. And another one of those.
If anybody can take multiple pile drivers, it will be Captain Slaughter, though, Roadhog.
He barely got up from that one.
He does seem like he has some cobwebs he needs to shake out of his attic there. And Handyman with sort of a choke slam. Obviously not strong enough to pick Captain Slaughter up for a choke slam, so he did what he could. Captain Slaughter now back in the corner as Handyman plants his foot into the stomach. Captain Slaughter absolutely on the mat, ladies and gentlemen. This is unreal. Making his way back to his feet. He looked like he was a little bit on the slow side to me there. Oh, now Captain Slaughter with a bear hug, trying to get a submission. I don't think so, though. Handyman, you got to be hurting to submit. And like I said, he really doesn't feel pain, Roadhog. This has been an absolutely unbelievably uneven match, which I expected, Roadhog. Yep. However, it was exactly 180 degrees from what I expected. I absolutely expected the dominant participant in this to be Captain Slaughter, and instead we have been treated to a completely different situation here. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
No, Handyman reversed it. Captain Slaughter cannot get anything going here, Roadhog. Moments ago going for his patented choke slam, and no, Handyman was having none of it. Captain Slaughter back in the corner, suffering a drop kick right to the face. He gets back up, though. Handyman not letting him leave that corner, though, putting him right back in, and Captain Slaughter again on the mat. Being drugged to the center of the ring. I think Handyman, I thought he was going to go for a cover. He didn't there, though.
Right.
All right, now Handyman finally in the corner himself, down on the ground, slowly getting back up. And Captain Slaughter's finally turning this around. Here he goes, his choke slam. Oh, this is it, Roadhog.
Here it is.
That's it. If Captain Slaughter tries to pin Handyman right now, it's over. But he doesn't. Perhaps Captain Slaughter feels the need to make Handyman suffer for this embarrassing beatdown he's been given tonight. But I'll tell you what, here we go again. Handyman once again has Captain Slaughter in the corner. I think obviously Captain Slaughter has massively underestimated his opponent tonight.
You might be right, Quasar.
Handyman with a high impact maneuver, taking a huge risk, and it paid off. Wow. This is an absolute unreal moment. Handyman going for the cover.
Unbelievable. I can't believe it, Quasar.
I am speechless, ladies and gentlemen. Handyman has dominated Captain Slaughter almost from the beginning of this match. Absolutely unbelievable, and Handyman is going to now advance into round 2, and Captain Slaughter is going to go home empty-handed, Roadhog.
That's a match for the books, brother.
I'll tell you what, whenever we put out our first best-of match, I got a feeling this one's going to be a contender for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
I am
winner
blown
of
away,
this
Roadhog.
match as a result
Absolutely
of a
blown
pinfall,
away.
Handyman.
So Handyman coming out on top of Captain Slaughter. There isn't a butt and a seat in this entire house, ladies and gentlemen. Of the 35,000 people in attendance tonight, all of them are on their feet.
Boy, Roadhog, my mind is blown right now. I can't believe what we just witnessed.
Yeah, it was surely an upset in some part of the world.
Well, it's definitely an upset in the world of Captain Slaughter, and it's going to be interesting to moving forward to see how he interacts with Handyman in the future, because nobody, especially Captain Slaughter, saw that one coming. All right, folks, we'll be back in just a moment after this word from our commercial sponsor.
Destiny. She's a hard bitch to tame. My destiny is to kill Satan and take over as ruler of hell. There is only one way to do this.
I'm standing at the scene of what can only be described as total carnage. Around 8 o'clock last night, this family was brutally attacked.
Do you go by Will or William?
Who is this?
I am the Viper.
You can't save the world, Will.
No, this is my job, Gloria. I have to end this.
Stop blaming yourself, Will.
I can't.
You will not be able to stop me.
We need to get forensics in there on that room. A lot of terrible things happen back there.
You will not see me until a time of my choosing.
Time is one luxury we don't have here.
I will throw Satan to the walls and take his kingdom from him.
We've had nearly 10 deaths and 2 missing persons in the last 40 hours.
You will know in that moment.
We can handle this, Will.
The feds disagree.
That your time is up.
See, in hell, no one can hear you when you scream.
Then I will claim my throne. It is time to fulfill my destiny. Come with me into hell.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and now we're going to continue with our Universal Tag Team Brackets, Roadhog. So let's go down to ringside and let's get into it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving into the next match in the Universal
from the
Tag Team Brackets.
At a total combined weight of 355 pounds, here are Peaches and Cream, the Exterminators.
Cream coming out to the... Where's Peaches at, Roadhog? Oh, okay, here we go. Here's Peaches. The fans reacting to the Exterminators very positively. What an ovation.
They're out of their minds.
Of course, the Exterminators were at one time the holders of the Universal Tag titles back in the day, 1986, Roadhog, so they're going to be looking to reclaim some glory here.
The competition must not have been that good back then.
Peaches and Cream now have entered this is going to be an interesting match. Like I said, Peaches and Cream aren't the same team they were back then, the last time we saw them. But they're up against some killers.
From parts unknown, at a total combined weight of 4.
All right, there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Two members of the Ravagers. That would be Thrasher and Greaser.
The Ravagers.
Quasar bringing you this action along with the Roadhog, and this is the next match in our Universal Tag Brackets. We saw the other match earlier where the Berserkers came out on top, the Crazy Legs brothers.
I look at concern there on his face.
Should be interesting to see how this match comes. The Ravagers are killers, Roadhog, and I'll tell you what, I have never seen a group that seems to personally enjoy as much as they do, not only winning at any cost, but hurting people if they can. They've been trouble since they first showed up in the UAW. And of course, they've expanded their ranks now into the Lady Titan sector of UAW with Belladonna Evans and Trashy Roadhog. So
there you go.
The Ravagers have always had sort of a let's take over the world attitude, and I'll tell you what, Roadhog, I don't know if they're on the way to it, but they never give up on it, and I've seen a lot of people come and go at the hands of the Ravagers. Thrasher going right to work on Peaches, and Peaches grabs Thrasher, puts him in a headlock and an arm bar, twists his arm over, and beautiful move, but it didn't last very long because he went right into the ropes. Thrasher now once again going to work on Peaches in his own corner, and Cream knocked to the floor there. Boom. Bulldog by Thrasher as he begins to attempt to systematically disassemble the defenses and the offenses of the Exterminators. Unlike Peaches and Cream, the Ravagers have never held any titles in the UAW, but I think that it's safe to say they're hungry for their turn, Roadhog, so we'll see how they do, not only in this bracket, but as well the Universal Heavyweight title brackets with Chaz.
Right, you can't count them out yet.
I've got to double check. Scredo might also be competing in that. I'm not... Okay, I was in... Oh, I realize... Okay, I'm looking at my notes here, Roadhog. Here's the deal. God, this outrages me, but this is so something the Ravagers would do. So we've got Thrasher and Greaser in the ring right now with the Exterminators. But in the very near future, still in round 1 of the tag team brackets, we're going to see the Ravagers again, but this time it's going to be Chaz and Scredo teaming up, and that really bothers me, Roadhog. You know, the Ravagers, there's so many of them at this point that they can do something like that and have 2 opportunities to bring home the gold.
Well, they're a force to be reckoned with, Quasar.
They're definitely a stable. There is no doubt about that. Very seldom in professional wrestling have we ever seen a stable more dangerous than the Ravagers. I think the closest that we've ever seen might be the 4 Horsemen at their height. Peaches and Cream, yes, doing what they do best, working together and being friends. Greaser in some trouble right now as Cream goes to work on him, punching him in the face, but no, Greaser blocks and whips Cream into his own corner. Now the Ravagers are attempting to cut the ring in half and do their dirty work. Double team maneuver coming up. Ooh! Makes me glad I'm not Cream. Peaches knocked to the floor by Thrasher. Cream flipping Thrasher to the mat and dropping an elbow. Going for the pin now, Cream.
Too early.
1. No chance. Thrasher diving over Cream and then driving his face into the mat, then running over to his corner to tag out, and Greaser steps into the ring. Greaser, the fresh man, going right to work on Cream, who really does need to tag out at this point. He's taking a little bit of abuse here at the hands of Thrasher. And now he's taking more abuse at the hands of Ravager Greaser, Roadhog.
I got to give it to the Ravagers. They've been spot on with their tags.
By the way, no action is going to be taken against the Ravagers for their little stunt they pulled at the Royal Rumble last episode, where they kept pretending like they were fighting each other just to buy time and lure people into traps and stuff. The officials were looking at the footage and they said that while they think that's what was going on, they can't absolutely prove it. And so they didn't feel like it would be appropriate to fine the Ravagers, but you and I both witnessed it, Roadhog. It was a total crap show.
I don't think I saw the same thing you saw. We must have saw two separate matches.
Peaches now on the floor outside the ring, and the Ravagers cornering him, and they're going to go to work on him. No! Peaches throws Thrasher to the side, but Greaser again grabs hold of him and starts hitting him into the pole.
Again.
Wow. Peaches thrown back into the ring, and Greaser joins him there. Cream trying to come help, but he just didn't get there in time. Greaser is just a savage. But that's what it looks like when the savage of a face gets thrown into the mat by a man half his weight. Do you know that the Exterminators, if you combine their weight, they outweigh the Radioactive Warrior by 10 pounds, Roadhog? That's amazing, ain't it?
That's unbelievable.
But what they do with that little bit of weight they bring with them is amazing. The Ravagers, easily the more powerful team in this. Ravagers aren't necessarily known as a power team anyway, but they're definitely known as, in this match, as the more powerful members. And Peaches and Cream are keeping up with them, Roadhog.
Surprisingly so.
All right, Greaser throwing a little taunting action in there. Peaches now whipped back into the corner. He is in the wrong part of town there, Roadhog, and Thrasher comes into the ring. What do they got going on now?
Some double team work here.
Oh my God!
Oh! Beautiful move.
That could be it right there. And Thrasher, I'm not sure what he calls that move. It looks like he just made it up on the fly, but it was effective, and now going for the cover. The referee, one,
two,
and three. And the Exterminators have been eliminated from the Universal Tag Team Bracket competition. Thrasher and Greaser will advance into round two, Roadhog. And I'll tell you what I think would be poetic justice. Not that I want to see Chaz and Streeto advance, but if at some point they just were forced to fight each other. Of course, then again, what am I thinking? The Ravagers would probably have all that worked out ahead of time, who they wanted to win and whatnot.
I think you're just biased.
This move right here, I think, is what finished off the Exterminator.
Beautiful move, beautiful.
Absolutely devastating move. This one here, it was just icing on the cake. That move that we just saw, the double team, that's what did it, I think. That's what put Peaches down. I think the ref could have counted to 30. Well, that's unfortunate. The Peaches and Cream now will not be advancing and reclaiming any championship glory. But it isn't like they're being ejected from the UAW. They will have other opportunities in the future. But today belongs to the Ravagers. We'll be back after this word from our commercial sponsors.
I gotta tell you folks, in my 20 years of calling this sport, in one form or another, I have never in my life, well, this guy is the real deal. You can see in his eyes, he is ready for this fight. He has, where is this coming from? Why is Marcus taking everything that is being out of him?
Next contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Norway, weighing in at
And there's my main man.
pounds,
The Gold Devastator. Yeah.
Devastator making his way down to the ring, not accompanied by all victory this match. Gold Devastator, you know, for the time being, Roadhog, we set aside the results of the Royal Rumble, but that man right there won, and he is, no matter what, going to get. He's going to be automatically elevated to the #1 contender for the Universal World title, the heavyweight title, when it is established. But Gold Devastator actually could win it, Roadhog, and then what? He can't fight itself.
All the way to the top, baby.
Golden Devastator all the way from over in Norway. Alright, Golden Devastator's in the ring. We're about to have a
His opponent making his way to the ring now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here he comes, former four-time Universal Heavyweight Champion of the UAW, all the way from Osaka, Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Shadow. And Roadhog, I think Shadow's going to be hungry for reclaiming the glory. He's held the belt on 4 different occasions. And look at the determination in the face of the Shadow. Shadow doing his ceremonial bow and stepping into the ring, and he is ready, Roadhog. Look at him, he is ready to go. I like the Shadow's chances in this match. Of course, Golden Devastator, he proved at the Royal Rumble he is not to be underestimated, so this should be a fantastic match. And it will be. Golden Devastator just chilling in the corner, waiting for the bell. And there they go, and Shadow right out of the gate, taking advantage of the fact that Golden Devastator did not appear to be taking him very seriously. Golden Devastator punched to the outside, and now they're both going at it. I don't know where Shadow's going. It always gets interesting when they're not in the ring, Roadhog. You never know what could happen.
Anything could happen, brother.
Golden Devastator thrown back into the ring from 100 feet away. Shadow now re-entering the ring. These men about evenly matched, so this should be I don't think anybody has an advantage per se over the other one. So it should be, it should come down to technical wrestling maneuvers, I think, Roadhog. Neither of these men are known particularly as powerhouses.
Well, you never know what surprises we may see.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to take a moment to acknowledge a member of our UAW family. It's his birthday today. That would be Sean Sonny. Sean, happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday.
Sean will be coming in from time to time to help us out with commentary, but for the most part, he works behind the scenes, helping keep the UAW machine and its gears moving. Now Golden Devastator with that diving mule kick into the side of the head of Shadow. I think all of our Titans like that move, Roadhog. I think you see it often.
Yeah, you do.
You almost feel like they're competing to see who can do it the best. Shadow over the top and out of the ring now, and Golden Devastator going out after him. Look, Roadhog, that's not us. Shadow trying to draw Golden Devastator out, but he's not falling for it, so Shadow re-enters the ring. That is where the action needs to be taking place anyway. Golden Devastator with a powerful hip toss, and now driving the face of Shadow into the ground. Shadow all defense right now.
Wow, what a kick.
Waiting for Shadow to break out his martial arts skills on Golden Devastator. If he does that, he'll probably be able to finish the man off pretty quick. Shadow, a highly skilled martial artist. But you wouldn't know it right now because he's not really using it for anything. Shadow with a European uppercut on Golden Devastator. And now Golden Devastator answering back with some elbow drives. And a body slam. Golden Devastator planting the Shadow into the mat and once again running for his mule kick. Shadow in a lot of trouble here, ladies and gentlemen. Early on, okay. Shadow making some moves, trying to get back on top of this with an uppercut there, grabbing hold of... Okay, yes, okay, so Shadow driving Golden Devastator's face into the mat after diving over him, and now Shadow executing that diving mule kick. I told you, Roadhog, I think our Titans love that move. Easy, simple, anybody can do it. Even guys that can't jump can do that one. Shadow going to work on the hand of Golden Devastator and then doing a flip heel kick.
Wow.
All right, Shadow now has turned this match around and he is all over the Golden Devastator. Match a long way from being over, though. I think both these men are very hungry for this title, though. You know, you have Shadow with his history, having been this champion 4 different occasions. But then you have the Golden Devastator, who obviously is hungry because he just won that Royal Rumble and he's going to be the #1 contender no matter what, Roadhog. So both these men very hungry for this title belt and all the perks that come with it. Now Golden Devastator going upstairs, taking a risk here, and will it pay off? Yes! Golden Devastator with a flying clothesline. And Shadow seems to be hurt. He's holding his head. Now an abdominal stretch by the Shadow, trying to soften up the Golden Devastator, who answers back with a hip toss. Shadow slow to get up, Roadhog. I don't like what's going on right now for Shadow.
Ref got in the way there.
Golden Devastator sizing up Shadow and deciding to go with the Tree of Woe here. You are completely helpless when in this situation, Roadhog. Shadow still holding his head. Not sure when the injury might have occurred, but clearly he has taken a shot to the head that has hurt him. Golden Devastator now pulling Shadow into the middle of the ring and going for the cover. Here we go. Is it going to work? 1, 2, and that's it.
3, my man.
Golden Devastator, ladies and gentlemen, coming out on top of the legendary Shadow. Clearly, Golden Devastator, the more hungry Titan in this match.
Devastator!
So Golden Devastator, Roadhog, I think it's safe to say, has the wind at his back at this point. He was victorious in the Royal Rumble, so he's guaranteed to be the #1 contender for the Universal Heavyweight title. But he could win this thing, Roadhog.
That's right, he sure could.
Golden Devastator is going to be advancing to round 2, ladies and gentlemen, in the closing moments of this match.
Destiny. She's a hard bitch to tame. My destiny is to kill Satan and take over as ruler of hell. There is only one way to do this.
I'm standing at the scene of what can only be described as total carnage. Around 8 o'clock last night, this family was brutally attacked.
Do you go by Will or William?
Who is this?
I am the Viper.
You can't save the world, Will.
No, this is my job, Gloria. I have to end this.
Stop blaming yourself, Will.
I can't.
You will not be able to stop me.
We need to get forensics in there on that room. A lot of terrible things happen back there.
You will not see me until a time of my choosing.
Time is one luxury we don't have here.
I will throw Satan to the walls and take his kingdom from him.
We've had nearly 10 deaths and 2 missing persons in the last 40 hours.
You will know in that moment.
We can handle this, Will.
The feds disagree.
That your time is up.
See, in hell, no one can hear you when you scream.
And I will claim my throne. It is time to fulfill my destiny. Come with me into hell.
Welcome back, UAW fans, and now the time has come, Roadhog, for that special and huge announcement that we had talked about and hinted about at the beginning of the show.
Yep.
After working very hard for the last 30 years to get us to this point, UAW veteran and my friend Charles Wordsworth, currently the president of the UAW, has announced that he intends on stepping down and retiring. And I talked to him personally, Roadhog. He said that he just couldn't imagine achieving something better than getting UAW back out there for the fans who are so hungry for UAW.
Well, that's mighty nice of him.
And we've got his replacement has already been selected by the committee, but Charles is going to be sticking around with us for a few more weeks, and then after that, maybe we can talk him into joining us here in the broadcast booth. But we're going to announce who the new UAW president is in the coming weeks as we progress through the brackets. And ladies and gentlemen, when we tell you who our new UAW president is, you're all going to be very excited. Not that UAW fans are not excited now, Roadhog. The response to what we have been doing has been amazing.
Yes, it has.
Okay, well, let's get back down to ringside now that we've done that announcement and check out the next match.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next match in the Universal
Ladies
Tag
and gentlemen,
Team
the following contest
brackets
is a tag team contest scheduled
Gino
for
and
one
Bubba,
fall.
a bad company, making their way to
On
the ring.
their way to the ring
President
now,
Cowboys, I
hailing
guess
from
you'd say.
Athens, Alabama,
Tough individuals
weighing in
from
at
Athens, Alabama.
435 pounds.
So small-time boys.
Here are Gino and Bubba,
Small-time boys.
Bad Company.
Say small-time or small-town? Time? Oh. I apologize. I meant to say small town, Athens, Alabama. All right, Bad Company looks ready, motivated, and they better be because they are up against some UAW killers tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
And their opponents from parts.
And there they are,
unknown.
ladies and gentlemen,
At a
Sledge and
total
Jackhammer of the
combined weight of
Devastators,
564
also former Universal Tag Team
Here
champions.
is Sledge.
And they also are going
Jackhammer,
to once
the
again be looking to reclaim
Devastators.
the gold and all the perks that come with it, Roadhog. And these two guys are highly qualified to achieve that goal.
We shall see.
Oh, you're going to see, all right. You're going to see Bad Company getting bounced off the walls in this place, I think, Roadhog. I don't want to underestimate Bad Company, but I have followed Sledge and Jackhammer since the beginning. These two are almost, if not completely, unstoppable, Roadhog. And the match is underway, and Gino is going to start off for Bad Company as Sledge opens up for the Devastators, and Sledge going right to work on Gino. European uppercut. Gino in the corner now. Keeps going. Sledge is going to twist his arm off there.
And a miss.
No, he hit. He hit that foot is what he did. Sledge absolutely dominating Gino so far. Now Gino mounting a little bit of a comeback.
Wow.
Actually manages to power Sledge out of the ring with a series of punches to the face, but Sledge back up and in the ring now. And once again grabbing hold of Gino and putting him in that diving face drive. I was going to tell you, Roadhog, to make all the fans at home aware of this, there are certain moves like the Frankensteiner and the Hurricane Rana. I don't want to use those names to describe those moves, though, Roadhog, because our friends over at the WWE do that, and being that they are the inferior show, I think that we should be the ones setting the standard. Don't you agree?
I agree.
Jackhammer now Irish whip across, and he is now in the wrong part of town as Gino tags in Bubba, and it looks like they're setting up for some kind of a double team. Yep, boom, drop toe hold followed up by an elbow to the lower back. Jackhammer giving Gino some parting gifts there, though, for his efforts. Bubba, the legal man in the ring, though, going right to work now on Jackhammer. And Gino he's trying to make his way out of the ring. I think he's a little bit dazed right now, Roadhog. Legal tag by the Devastators, and Sledge is going up to the top, and a crossbody with the assist of Jackhammer.
And he's up.
All right. Sledge methodically taking apart Bubba of Bad Company.
You notice Bubba just keeps getting up.
Well, he's a tough individual, Roadhog. These boys are from, like I said, the foothills of the Appalachians over in Athens, Alabama. I can only imagine the bar fights those two got into growing up together. Not with each other so much, but with like the entire bar. Now Jackhammer going back upstairs, and yes, jumping off and going to double axe handle on the left arm of Bubba, still working on that arm. And a neck breaker.
But he's up.
Jackhammer doing a little bit of taunting here. Spins Bubba around, an Irish whip into his own corner. Bubba now in the wrong part of town as Jackhammer goes to work with a solid right fist to the face. And now Sledge coming into the ring. Looks like another double team move. And yes, the Devastators getting even for that drop toe hold elbow moments ago that the Bad Company put on them. Amazing reversal by Sledge. Got Bubba in a hold, trying to make him submit, but Gino comes in and breaks that hold, and now going to work a double team effort by Bad Company on Sledge. That's what it's going to take if Bad Company really wants to put the Devastators away. The referee has been knocked out, ladies and gentlemen. This could get dangerous at this point. Now another tag as Jackhammer steps back into the ring, and yes! The Devastators executing the moon flip a moment ago together as a tag team. See, that's an example of redubbing moves, names that I want to call them, Roadhog, not what Vince and his little boys call things.
I hear you.
Jackhammer staying right on top of Bubba, and another neck breaker. I almost feel like if he went for the cover right now, he'd get it. And Jackhammer! High risk maneuver, and it paid off for him as Gino is forced out of the ring by the referee. And now another tag by the Devastators, and Sledge comes in. It looks like they're going to, yes, they're going to do it again. I guess they operate on the rule of threes there, Roadhog. We'll find out if they do it a third time.
Oh boy.
Pile driver, and Bubba's head is driven through the mat. And Sledge now going for the cover. It's going to take Gino coming in to save him, and I don't think, nope, that's not going to happen. And the Devastators. Sledge and Jackhammer are now one step closer as they advance into round 2 in reclaiming their tag gold glory. Visiting some of the highlights of this match. The Devastators, honestly, Roadhog, they never were in any danger here. It doesn't look like it. It looks like that Bad Company was completely outclassed by Sledge and Jackhammer, the Devastators.
What can you say?
Well,
what can you say?
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, you know, you got to give Gino and Bubba credit. Hey, they showed up. Sure, they got their asses handed to them, but they showed up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the Devastators will be advancing into round 2 of the Universal Tag Team Championship bracket. And we'll be back with our next match after this word from our commercial sponsor.
Destiny. She's a hard bitch to tame. My destiny is to kill Satan and take over as ruler of hell. There is only one way to do this.
I'm standing at the scene of what can only be described as total carnage. Around 8 o'clock last night, this family was brutally attacked.
Do you go by Will or William?
Who is this?
I am the Viper.
You can't save the world, Will.
No, this is my job, Gloria. I have to end this.
Stop blaming yourself, Will.
I can't.
You will not be able to stop me.
We need to get forensics in there on that room. A lot of terrible things happen back there.
You will not see me until a time of my choosing.
Time is one luxury we don't have here.
I will throw Satan to the walls and take his kingdom from him.
We've had nearly 10 deaths and 2 missing persons in the last 40 hours.
You will know in that moment.
We can handle this, Will.
The feds disagree.
That your time is up.
See, in hell, no one can hear you when you scream.
And I will claim my throne.
It is time to fulfill my destiny. Come with me into hell.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next match, part of the World Heavyweight Brackets. Mighty Mike Mason is going to be making his way to the ring, and he's going to be taking on one of the newcomers to UAW, Roadhog, Bloody Bone.
Here is the biggest ham and egger you ever saw.
Mike stole something from the Ravagers right here. Ham and egger, that's what they always say. You're not joining the Ravagers army there on me there, are you, Roadhog?
Look at that waste of space.
I'll take that as a maybe. Mighty Mike Mason playing to his trillions of fans in-house right now. Mike Mason, easily the most exciting wrestler I have ever seen, Roadhog, ever.
What about the Radioactive Warrior?
Radioactive Warrior. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring now, the newcomer to the UAW, that man stands 7
weighing in at
foot
215 pounds and standing 7 foot 1 inch.
Going for a Pennywise look there, it looks like.
Bloody
Absolutely creepy. Horrific. Who knows what's going on in that mind?
Who knows? You can't really look at those eyes, Roadhog. Wow. I'll tell you this, if you've got a phobia of clowns, you don't want to run into Bloody Bone in a dark alley. Nope. 7 foot, 1 inch tall. That is unreal.
Look how evil that is.
Look at the eyes of Bloody Bone. Fans ready for this match. They want to see their hero, Mighty Mike Mason, come out on top of Bloody Bone and advance into round 2 and then on to the Universal Heavyweight Championship. Roadhog, I think Mighty Mike Mason has a great chance of achieving that goal. He is a seasoned professional, veteran in that ring. Back when he first started, he had hair, Roadhog, so that's how long he's been at it.
A long time ago.
Bloody Bone getting in some early work, though, on Mike Mason. Not going Mike Mason's way so far, but you just wait and see, Roadhog, in mere moments. Mighty Mike Mason is going to get the Mason train rolling. Are you on the Mason train, Roadhog?
No.
What? You should be. He's a great man.
Absolutely not.
I think he drinks your brand of beer, actually.
That's too bad.
Bloody Bone dominating Mike Mason so far in this match, though. Bloody Bone clearly came here with destruction on his mind as he drops the elbow again into the back of Mighty Mike Mason, and Mike Mason now placing Bloody Bone into some arm bars, and yes, goes to work on that arm.
Look at the size difference between them two.
Bloody Bone looks Mike Mason, he looks like he's at least a head and a half shorter than Bloody Bone, Roadhog. My understanding that Bloody Bone and Captain Slaughter have been talking about teaming up for the tag brackets. I would say Captain Slaughter now would be very interested in that opportunity, since clearly Handyman took from him his shot at the Universal Heavyweight title, Roadhog. So they can get the registrations and all that stuff done in time, then yes, we're going to see Bloody Bone and Captain Slaughter teaming up. And that is a terrifying thought to me. Bloody Bone now pulling Mighty Mike Mason to the center of the ring, going for the cover. There is no way, though.
And yes, he gets it.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Bloody Bone, the winner.
How is this possible? I think I'm living in the Twilight Zone all of a sudden. Mighty Mike Mason, my pick for the brackets, has just fallen to Bloody Bone.
He just didn't have it in him.
Looking at the highlights of the match, yeah, Bloody Bone, I really don't think Mike Mason put up any kind of offense in this match. He pretty much, maybe just hasn't. I guess everybody has an off day.
The winner of this
That's
contest,
what I'm trying to say.
Bloody Bone.
Bloody Bone making it very clear to the referee he has no interest in being touched.
Well, Roadhog, Mighty Mike Mason going down to the newcomer, Bloody Bone. I can't believe that man is 7'1". Should we be concerned about his health, do you think?
He's a real monster in the ring, brother, I tell you that.
So Mighty Mike Mason is out of the Universal Heavyweight Championship brackets, and Bloody Bone will advance to round 2. So we'll be back in just a few moments, folks. Please stand by.
I gotta tell you folks, in my 20 years of calling this sport, in one form or another, I have never in my life looked at this guy the real deal. You can see it here tonight. He is ready for this fight. He has, where is this coming from? Why is Mark taking everything that he did out the
Welcome back, UAW fans, and now it's time to go into our next tag team brackets match. Let's get that going, Roadhog.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there they are, Timothy and David Storms, the small operators. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my official pick to take the tag team brackets of the UAW. I'm actually surprised you don't fully agree with me, Roadhog.
No way.
Look at those two absolutely awesome specimens of manliness. I might be going a little gay for Timothy and David's, the Smoth operators there, ladies and gentlemen, but you just don't get it. They are absolute phenoms as far as I'm concerned, but they are up against perhaps one of the most devious, cunning tag teams we have ever seen in the UAW. That is Ace and Contractor, the Untouchables, and that man walking with them is the Godfather, and he reminds me a lot of the old Mr. Fuji from back in the day. You know, he's another one of those from the days when Vince's Federation actually was firing on all pistons.
Talk about a citizen tag team, look at it.
Hailing from Chicago, Illinois, one is left with the impression these guys are mobsters, Roadhog. Stepping into the ring now, and they're all in the ring now. Ace in the center. I'm sure that you can tell this from their entrance, but these people, very, very few words. It's all action with the Untouchables, Roadhog.
Right.
Timothy and David, I'll tell you what, Roadhog. If anybody can humiliate the Untouchables tonight and advance to round 2, it's those two young men right there, Roadhog.
I seriously doubt that, my friend.
Contractor and Tim tying up the ropes. Tim.
Get schooled.
I wouldn't quite say schooled. I would say contractors, you know, he's got an early league, but, you know, this is Tim Storms. I mean, any minute now, he's going to come back, Roadhog. You wait and see. There it is. Tim is on fire. Look at the comeback. Oh, no.
That didn't last long at all.
Look at the power of Tim Storms there. Manhandles Contractor. He's making Contractor look like a little child right now, Roadhog. Don't you agree?
Disagree, brother, disagree. I think you've gone wacko, Quasar.
Tim suffering a double kick to the family jewels there, and I'm sure they're huge, so that had to have hurt. Now Contractor in the ropes. And a tag, and the awesome David Storms come in. Look at him, he's like a wild man in there. Oh, wait, no. Contractor working on taking apart the Storms brothers here. Ace has not even tagged into the match yet. So far, it's all been the Contractor. I think Ace is not in a hurry to get in the ring with either of those two gentlemen, though, Roadhog. I think he knows that he might get his butt handed to him.
I think you're dreaming there, so he's not afraid of them at all. Look at that move.
A lucky blow. Contractor has been in the ring for far too long, though, as Dave rolls out of the way of his attack. However, Dave finds himself in the wrong part of town as Contractor has effectively cut the ring in half, and he is in untouchable territory. Looks like Contractor may be going for the pin here.
Yes, he is.
I don't think so, though.
Nope.
Yep. Kick out at 2. Dave has been grabbed by Ace over in the corner, and Contractor with a poke to the eyes. They're going to have to resort to cheating to defeat Tim and Dave Storms, or they're going to leave here with their heads hung low. So you can't really blame him. David Storms holding his head. It looks like he's took like one hit to the head and now he's hurt. Contractor now. Yep.
Wow.
David Storms in a lot of trouble, but if anybody can make a comeback, it will be David Storms, and I'm expecting to see that any moment now, ladies and gentlemen, from the awesome David Storms. Irish whip across the ring. He catches himself on the ropes, and Contractor now Irish whip into his own corner, and again the Untouchables have cut that ring in half, and Ace finally comes into the match. Double back suplex. Now Ace setting up David Storms for a powerful DDT. Looks like he might be going for the pin here. Nope.
And a save.
Tim Storms in there to break up the cover, and this match continues as all 4 men are now in the ring. Contractor now stepping out, as well as Tim rolling out from the ring. Shot of the Godfather there, looking over all this action. Dave Storms absolutely owning Ace. Making Ace into his little biatch. Well, no, I guess not.
You're crazy, Quasar.
You know, Roadhog, here's the deal. I just want to see goodness and lightness prevail here. That's Timothy and David Storms, the Smoth operators. Going for the pin now again is Ace. Boom! Tim again breaking up the pin. And now all 4 men are in the ring. Chaos could erupt here at this point. David Storms doesn't know where he is right now, I don't think. Ace with a powerful move against a weakened Dave Storms. Looks like he might be again going for a cover. Tim right there.
And another save.
Ooh, that one was close there, Roadhog.
Right.
Dave diving neck first, throat first into the bottom rope. Not sure what that was all about. He could have hurt himself pretty bad there. I thought Dave was going for a tag there, but he took a shoulder block from Ace, and that seems to have stopped that process, and now he drops an elbow in vain into the mat. But David Storm's all over Ace. Standing lariat, and Ace doesn't know where he is now, I bet.
He needs a tag. There it is.
All right, Tim coming into the ring now, and Ace with Irish whip across the ropes. Smoth operators once again find themselves in the wrong part of town, and now it looks like they're setting up for some kind of a double team move.
Wow.
Oh my God!
That should have been it right there.
He didn't go for the pin, though. Contractor deciding he wanted to put a little bit more punishment on Tim, make sure perhaps that Tim is truly ready to go down, and I don't blame Contractor. These two young men, absolute, phenomenal, powerful, wondrous, professional wrestlers, Roadhog.
Stretching there,
And another double back suplex by the Untouchables. Contractor making his way out of the ring as Ace now appears to be setting up for something. There's that diving double mule kick everybody loves, Roadhog.
Yep.
Once again going for the cover, but the ref is distracted. Okay, here he goes. One. Nope. Tim still got a lot of fuel to burn, obviously jumping out of there at a 1 count as Ace now takes him down to the mat. Going to work on that leg. That's going to be a way that the Untouchables can bring to an end any high-flying antics of the Smoth operators, Roadhog. Another tag by the Untouchables, and Contractor going upstairs, and they're doing it again!
Yeah. Going for the pin.
No way. There is no way that's it. Ace distracting the referee, unfortunately, for his team there, so there was no count at all. Now the Smoth operator's in the ring as the Godfather jumps up on the apron. He seems concerned about what he's seeing. Somebody's opened up, Roadhog. Probably Contractor.
I think that's one of the Smoth operators.
No way. It's probably Contractor. Well, I'm seeing the head of the Contractor. It doesn't look like he's bleeding, so perhaps it's Ace who's bleeding.
Nope.
Could also be the referee. Look at him over there in the corner.
Definitely that red-headed.
You should show more respect to the awesomeness that is Tim and Dave Storm of the Smoth Operators Roadhog. They would give you the shirts off their backs. The very shirts they're wearing right now, as a matter of fact, they'd give you off their backs if you needed it.
No, thank you.
I think Dave has opened up. He's been holding his head for a while, though. He's been hurt. Smoth operator setting up for a drop toe hold, drop elbow, double team. And that is why these two are absolute phenoms. They have massive skills like that. Oh, Contractor!
And he's gonna get it.
Nope.
Nope.
That was an amazing reversal by Contractor, though. Timothy making a tag to his brother David, who steps in. And look at him going to work on the Contractor. He is absolutely... Dave with his own DDT. Now bleeding profusely from the face. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. This match is now over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and...
Nope.
What? I can't believe that, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't.
On top of the Smoth operators truly amazes me. Dave with an amazing comeback. Look at him go. Cleaning house. And now Dave picking back up the... Oh, well, never mind. Now Dave finds himself back in the wrong part of town as the Untouchables prepare for a double team move. Another backdrop. How much more can the back of David Storm's take? Well, I'll tell you what. I think quite a bit, Roadhog.
I think he's done. Here we go.
Another DDT by the untouchable Ace, and we'll see if that finishes him off because here he goes for the pin.
1, 2, 3.
And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Ace and Contractor will be advancing to round 2. Roadhog, I am very disappointed.
Not me.
I actually can't believe that the match came out that way. I had complete faith in Timothy and David Storms, the small operators, that they would be able to take not only this match, but the entire tournament. But unfortunately, they're out at round 1, Roadhog, so I'm going to have to move on and figure out who my next pick is, I guess. Looking at the statistics, though, this blows me away. Tim and Dave making a special charity appearance at Books A Million next week. Word is they're going to have free chicken stew for everybody that shows up to shake their hand and say hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after this word from our sponsors.
Pure energy. Pure destiny. She's a hard bitch to tame. My destiny is to kill Satan and take over as ruler of hell. There is only one way to do this.
I'm standing at the scene of what can only be described as total carnage. Around 8 o'clock last night, this family was brutally attacked.
Do you go by Will or William?
Who is this?
I am the Viper.
You can't save the world, Will.
No, this is my job, Gloria. I have to end this.
Stop blaming yourself, Will.
I can't.
You will not be able to stop me.
We need to get forensics in there on that room. A lot of terrible things happen back there.
You will not see me until a time of my choosing.
Time is one luxury we don't have here.
I will throw Satan to the walls and take his kingdom from him.
We've had nearly 10 deaths and 2 missing persons in the last 40 hours.
You will know in that moment.
We can handle this, Will.
The feds disagree.
That your time is up.
See, in hell, no one can hear you when you scream.
Then I will claim my throne.
It is time to fulfill my destiny. Come with me into hell.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now taking a break from all the brackets, and we are going to have some fun now with our main event. On our way to the ring, one half of the tag team schools in session. That's Little Stormy. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a bra and panty match. But just for an extra twist, we're making it a table match as well. So the first UAW Titan to get thrown through a table in any way, shape, or form will be going home the loser tonight, Roadhog. And Stormy, we haven't seen her and her partner Becca in tag team action yet. But that is perfectly fine. I will look at Stormy all day like this, Roadhog. You would. That is a beautiful young lady right there. And now making her way to the ring.
Now look at this specimen. Look at the physique. Look at the power. Look at the beauty.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the big purple plum. That is Bermuda. And I think, Roadhog, he could probably compete against some of the boys. That is a massively powerful woman.
Powerful as she is. Not to mention drop dead sexy.
One thing that she does that really impresses me is how somehow she balances her cell phone on the top of her knuckles like that, Roadhog. How does she do that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are our official first bra and panty match in the UAW and Roadhog. The fact that the big purple plum is one of the competitors I know makes you very happy.
Yes, it does. I've been waiting for this match for a while.
Did you ever get those pictures that Bermuda wanted to send you, some selfies or something? And if you did, what were they, Roadhog?
I'm not saying, brother. Sorry. Don't know what you're talking about.
All right, the big purple plum Bermuda now appealing to the absolutely no fans she has in house tonight, I'm sure. She definitely has an appropriate theme song, though. Baby got back. And that girl has a lot of back, Roadhog. I mean, look at that. She's got more back than the entire arena combined, I think. That back has its own zip code, Roadhog.
I think you're just against it.
That back may actually produce its own gravitational field. The Big Purple Plum could be a planet, Roadhog. The Big Purple Planet going to work on Little Stormy. I don't even know how this match got set up, Roadhog, because if you just go by the physics of it, they're really Bermuda should be competing against the boys versus these Lady Titans, Roadhog. I just, this isn't fair, man. It isn't fair. She is just.
It's all good, Quasar. Here we go with the table.
Hey, what are you doing over there? I know that Bermuda's in her panties and underwear there, Roadhog, but let's keep the hands above the table there, okay?
Watch yourself.
The Big Purple Plum Bermuda is dominating Little Stormy, who probably wishes right now that she, one, had not agreed to this match, and two, wishes that her tag team partner was here to help her. That could have been interesting, Roadhog, if we'd made it a handicap match, you know, the Schools in Session team up against Bermuda. Got a feeling we might see that happen in the near future. You never know.
It could be.
Stormy now mounting some offense and a comeback as she is just going to work on Bermuda with repeated kicks.
Didn't hardly phase her.
Bermuda in the corner. Rolls out of the way, though.
No
Holy
way.
God! Holy God! Little Stormy showing that she does, in fact, belong in this match with a powerful body slam. I'm surprised the ring didn't break there, Roadhog. That's 1 billion pounds of something that she picked up and planted into the ring. I mean, she did just plant a planet, for God's sakes. Stormy with another powerful move. We found this out in our last event, Roadhog, though, that even though a lot of our Titan ladies do not look like they're very strong, in fact, they are very strong.
Yes, they are.
Obviously, Little Stormy was able to body slam. Wow! Bermuda using that table as a weapon. If it breaks, Bermuda wins. Now they're fighting over the table, and Stormy takes it away from her. Oh, couldn't quite get the shot in, though, and now Stormy sent for the right across the ring by belly suplex. Oh, a bulldog. Bermuda solidly on top of Little Stormy now, but she is now mounting a little bit of a comeback. Once again, going to work on Bermuda with fists and feet. And a hurricane slam. See now, Roadhog, there's another example of where I'm going to name things what I want them to be. Actually, I think that was a Frankenstein slam. But
and another power slam.
And a body slam by Little Stormy. And now she goes to work on Bermuda's back using that table. Stormy showing me something here, Roadhog. She's now body slammed Bermuda twice.
And a Frankenstein.
No, that's a Frankenstein slam, Roadhog. Frankenstein slam.
All right.
Okay, now, and a face buster by the Big Purple Plum Bermuda as she now again picks up Little Stormy. Yeah, a little neck breaker there. Shot of one of the tables. I think one of our cameras was probably not supposed to be switched to there. Sorry about that, folks. Now the two of them tying up again in the ring. If it comes down to power, I think it's pretty obvious, though, even as strong as Little Stormy seems to be, Bermuda has to be stronger, Roadhog, just to carry around all that girth.
Absolutely.
Bermuda doing some devastating moves on that left arm of Little Stormy, trying to take it out of commission, and now picking up a table. Oh my God!
Oh, wow.
Right to the, yeah, Stormy, oh God, bless America.
Not looking good for her.
I'm actually surprised she got up from that, Roadhog.
Me too.
Now Bermuda again with a face buster into the mat, and Picks up another table, setting it up in the corner. Looks like Bermuda's got some plans for little Stormy here, Roadhog. Bermuda, look at her. Like, her arms are bigger than Stormy's entire head, Roadhog. And a bitch slap by Bermuda, and dropping an elbow. Ooh, terrifying reverse neck breaker by Bermuda. And what's she doing here, Roadhog?
Going to the top.
Oh my God!
What she got up?
Thank God little Stormy rolled out of the way. That would have killed her, I think, Roadhog. Obviously, Bermuda with homicidal tendencies on her mind tonight, Roadhog. She just literally tried to murder little Stormy by landing on her. Stormy saw that coming and bounced. And now Stormy going to work on Bermuda's gigantic arm. Bermuda easily lifts little Stormy and plants her into the mat hard. Bermuda all over that young lady right now. Whipping her into the table. Okay, it didn't break, but there it goes. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen.
Bermuda.
The big purple plum, Roadhog's lover, has won this match.
Good job.
Perhaps we'll get to see that moment where Bermuda was actually going to try to kill little Stormy. I don't know if it'll be a part of the highlight reel or not. Almost, you couldn't really see Stormy roll out of the way because of that bad table placement with the camera. And here are the final moments. Yes, that table absolutely disintegrated.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, the big purple plum, Bermuda.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, so the UAW has finally now achieved its first bra and panty match, Roadhog. I'm quite excited about that.
It was a very, very exciting match.
Lots has happened in this episode. We found out that UAW President Charles Worth will be stepping down, and his replacement will be announced in the next couple of weeks. But we have officially now got our brackets underway, and several teams and several individuals have advanced onto round 2, Roadhog, and now it gets exciting.
Yes, it does, brother.
So, until next time, my name is Cled Quasar, and at my side as always is
the Roadhog.
Wishing all of you a wonderful night, and thank you very much for joining us. And remember, we are not really here.
Sometimes